So it's Tuesday. So of course we have the Oracle card from the Ascended Masters deck. And this is awesome. This is Archangel Michael. Isn't this a fabulous picture? You can do it. Yes, that really, yeah, that beautiful, the purple and the gold, your sovereignty, wings, the sword of truth. It's like, yes, that's all we need. Just a bit of that. So what I think this is saying is like, you know, we've been through a lot. We have learned a lot. We have harvested our learning and we have everything we need. We have everything we need to go for it, to take action, to start something new, to plant new seeds, to just like really engage. So thank you, Archangel Michael, for that. Beautiful. So you can do it. You can do the yoga. Let's get into this now. There. Energy balance. We're going to start standing up. With that, you can do it. Kind of energy. It feels like, yes, let's stand. Let's stand in our power. Let's feel ourselves here. And yes, it's a new moon tomorrow, so it's a perfect time. The cards are really just coming up trumps at the moment. Let's just find our feet. And we're just going to just feel the ground beneath us. Thinking about the seeds, you know, we've set the ground and we're just feeling the ground that we've cultivated. This body is like the ground. So the feet are hips width apart, parallel. The knees are bent. And we're just letting the heels bounce on the ground, picking up a bit of energy from the ground, that bit of resistance there, that solidity, and letting the arms be nice and floppy, just so the elbows are loose, knees are bent. We're just letting the heels kind of bounce. A little bit of kind of energy because the heels hit the ground. And just feeling that kind of little bit of spark coming up through the body. Lift the shoulders up. Inhale through the nostrils and out through the mouth. Yeah, good. And again, breathing in. Hold the breath in and out through the mouth. Let the shoulders drop dramatically. Yeah, breathing in. Squeeze the shoulders up really high and then out through the mouth. Take the right hand onto the left shoulder, sweeping diagonal across the body, across the center, off the right hip. And again, really, actually watching that happening, really engaging with our body and engaging with our practice. Three that side, and the left hand on the right shoulder, sweeping across the body to the left hip. Right shoulder, sweeping across to the left hip, sweeping. So we're just getting this energy moving and connecting. And then we're just going to come and bring the feet together, sides of the feet together rather, the legs together. Breathing in, lift the arms up, interlink the fingers, stretch up, lift the heels high, squeeze the legs together, squeeze the arms together. This is our energizer. Hold that energy in. And when we hold it in actively, we're creating our own tension, but we're deciding on that. Then it can build. And so when we release slowly through the nostrils, let the arms slowly float down, bring the heels slowly down to the earth. And all that energy just disperses through the body. Feel all those little energy channels. Again, breathing in. Inhaling, interlink the fingers, stretch up, squeeze the legs together, lift the heels high, really pressing off the toes. So it's like you're trying to stretch the whole sole of the feet out. And keep extending the fingers. They're interlinked, but they're extending upwards, squeezing the arms together, squeezing the legs together, and then finally breathing out softly, slowly through the nostrils, arms coming down slowly, heels coming down softly. Good. Let's do one more of those, breathing in. And think the fingers stretch up, but also squeeze together. Hold the breath in. Hold it very strongly, without force, we're just holding. And then we're softening and releasing the air out slowly through the nostrils, bringing the heels down slowly. Throw a bit of light on the situation. Okay, and then we're just going to take the feet hips width apart. Let's see if we can let that energy move around in a more gentle way. So it's kind of slowed down. This is like a slowed down version of that in a way. Inhaling, lifting the hands up, lifting the heels up high, bringing the hands together, and then bringing the hands down, bringing the heels down on the out breath. So you can imagine, we just saw this picture of the Archangel Michael, and we're just expanding our wings. So we just got these lovely golden wings all around, And we're just drawing those all around us. Exhaling, heels coming down. So we're just moving the body in time with the breath, trying to keep that even if you can, the inhale and the exhale. Noticing which one tends to be longer, which one tends to be shorter. So it's a slow, steady movement of the arms as they come up. The hands come together, the palms of the hands come together above the head, and the exhale, the hands come down, and the heels come down slowly as you can. So we're trying to slow this movement down. See if you can go a tiny bit slower. And I would say the best, most effective way of doing that is making sure you breathe out fully. So really expel all the air out as your heels come down, as the hands come down, making sure you completely empty out. Let's do one last one. Stronger inhale and a soft flowing exhale as the hands come down, as the heels come down. Good. And we'll take the feet a little bit further apart now. Knees are bent, and we're just going to turn on our center, let the arms move around the body. See what's happening with this. There we go. Yes. Sometimes that magic wand brings a bit of light. Bending into the knees, letting the arms just move around the body. Arms just flopping into the body. Really heavy, loose arms and shoulders, bending into the knees. And if you want to just expand that movement, turning to look right behind you, and just coming up onto the toe. But try and really bend deeply into the knees. Particularly if you're used to this movement, or you want to just make that a little bit more fluid. Breathing in and out through the nostrils the whole time, nice and easy, in and out through the nostrils, flowing breath. Yeah, slowly let yourself come to a slow stop. Good. And we're just going to have the feet again, hips width apart. And we're going to lift the left knee, meet it with the right hand, little cross crawl, and then the opposite. So we're just getting the movement of the body, this cross lateral movement, repatterning the energy, coordinating the body with the brain, coordination, and a bit of balance in there as well. Letting the breath move all the time. Notice if you're holding your breath, and just keep that breath moving in and out through the nostrils. Just steady, a steady flow. Many of us, you know, the breath is a difficult thing to get. You know, we might start off taking very strong inhales and then whooshing the air out or whooshing the air in. But we want to try and maintain the steady flow. Extending the leg, meeting it with the opposite hand. So again, opposites. Getting the legs a bit more lively. Keeping the upright body, keeping this upright and open here. Breathing in and out through the nostrils the whole time. I'll do one more of these, leg out to the side, opposite arm going over the head, keeping this one plane rather than bringing the arm in front of the face. This other arm can kind of mirror that other one. Breathing, keeping that standing tall, keeping that chest elevated, front of the body's nice and long. Let's see if we can get that leg going right out to the side so we get an extra little bit of expansion, extension. Breathing steadily in and out through the nostrils. Good. Okay. And we're just going to sweep now. Let's do a little sweep out with the half breath. Inhaling through the nostrils, exhaling out through the mouth in one. Really try and get that, all the breath out of your body on this one. It's very clear, strong gesture. Let the arms swing, bending the knees. So it's a strong inhale, stretching up, looking up, and then good. Let's do a few more times, breathing in, sweeping out anything that's in the way, anything that's not serving us. Just one more. Good. Just let the arms swing, maybe take the hands in front and behind. Just waking up the hands. Okay. I'm going to stand at the front of the mat now. Feet hips width apart, look at your feet, check the feet out, lift the toes up. Really draw the toes up, then place them down. Lift the heels up, lift them high, place them down. Try that again, lift the toes up. Energy in the feet, place them down. Lift the heels up, place them down. Let's do one more time actually. I really want to get this feet grounding into our earth and lowering down and lifting the heels up and lowering them down. Okay. we're going to step back into triangle. So put the weight onto the left foot, standing nice and tall. Keep that upright, nice posture, pointing the tailbone down, strong belly. Weight on the left foot, step back with the right for triangle. Feet at right angles, hips facing the long edge of the mat. Inhaling, lifting the arms up. Exhaling, bringing the arms down to shoulder height. Inhale, open the chest, palms face forward. Exhale, reach over to your left and down. Make contact with the left leg, and reach up away from it with the right hand. So really try and keep those shoulders down away from your ears. See that action? So it's almost like your neck wants to lengthen, shoulders drop down, the chest lifts all the time, and your neck is in line with your spine. You can see that. I'm not letting the head hang or kind of putting it at a strange angle. I'm just turning it to look up at the right fingers. Soften the knees. You know, these little details can sometimes make all the difference, this angle of the head particularly, because if we're holding our head in a certain way, this can repeatedly, over time, this could cause a lot of problems. Neck, shoulder, spine. Using the inhale to come up, exhale, lower the arms down. So, you know, this practice is an inquiry continually. Bend into the right knee and come back to the front. So constantly staying aware of what's happening with your experience. Weight on the right foot, step back with the left. Let's get the hips nice and level. Inhale through the nostrils, reach up. Exhale, bring the hands down to shoulder height. Inhale, open the chest wide. Exhale, we're going to reaching over to the right and down. Make contact. Pressing against the leg, take the shoulders down away from the ears, like the neck is climbing up out of the body. Chest is lifted. Left shoulder sitting down behind you. Soften the knees. Feel the ground with the toes and the feet. Breathe deeply. Breathe. Notice what's happening in your body. How does the breath feel? How does the body feel? What are the little habits? You know, do you keep continually locking the knees? Are you finding that your any particular parts of the body are complaining? Good. Use the inhale to come up. Exhaling, lowering the arms down slowly. Bend into the left knee, come back to the front of the mat. Just give the legs a little shake there, just to reset. And why not give the hips a little shake, have the shoulders a little shake. Let's make some sound. Yeah. Sometimes just a little shake up. Notice how you feel. I noticed that a little bit of extra energy came from just shaking. So we're going to do the triangle trikonasana again. Just do that twice, just to see how it feels. So weight on the left foot, stepping back. Stepping back. I don't do this all the time, but sometimes it's a really interesting thing. Get the hips level, square. Inhale, lift the arms up, but also lift the chest. Notice the detail coming into this posture again. Exhale, bring the arms down. Inhale, open the chest wide. Exhaling, reaching over to the left and down. So we're doing the same movement. How does it feel? Repeating. How does the body respond? Is it kind of saying, oh, we just did this, I'm okay? Are you finding there's a bit more space for you? Notice what's happening with your mind as well. Noticing that tendency, oh, are you bored? Is you thinking I want to do something different? How are you responding? How's the body responding? Just checking, making those little mental checks, wiggle the toes, soften the knees. They're not locked, but equally they're not bent. They're just not locked. There's a space in between those two. Dropping the shoulders down away from the ears, making that effort. Breathe. Come up on the inhale. Lower the arms on the exhale. Bending into that right knee, come back to the front. And we do the other side, stepping back with the left. Get the feet really square, the weight even. Inhale, lift the arms up. Feel that groundedness in the body. Exhale, arms to shoulder height, dropping the shoulders down immediately. Opening the chest wide. Reaching over to the right and down. So we get that length in the left side of the body. Reaching the fingers up to the ceiling. Turn the head. As you turn the head, there's a slight twist of the chest, and we're able to drop the shoulder down, the left shoulder down behind us slightly. Neck is long, shoulders drop down away from the ears. Breathe deeply. How does this feel? how does the body respond, you know, doing this second time immediately? Now use the inhale to come up. Exhale, lower the arms down. Bend into the left knee, come back to the front of the mat. Give those legs a little shake again. Okay. I'm coming to a little squat here. Nice squat. Don't forget, if the heels are off the ground, if the heels are like this, put something underneath them. Doesn't matter what it is. Books, blocks, blankets, cushions, whatever you've got lying around. And then just let the body hang between the knees. If your heels are on the ground, that's fine. And then just let the body hang. Backs of the hands. So you can get the backs of the hands on the ground. It just helps the shoulders relax forward. Really much more looser. And let the head go. Feel the space in the back of the neck, and the upper parts of the shoulders there. Breathing in deeply and then out through the mouth. Make sound, sigh. Take it to the end of that out breath. Empty, empty, empty. See what happens when you really give your weight to this crouch, this squat, and really let go every part of the body that you can let go of. Good. And then just come, lift the head up, take the left hand to the center here, just in front of you, keeping yourself nice and steady. And on the inhale, feel that the inhale is lifting the fingertips of the right hand, and they're reaching up to the ceiling. We're going to go even higher. We're going to watch that right hand, and we're going to rotate. We're going to make a spiral with the right arm and the wrist. We're rotating. We're making a lovely spiral. You can let that come right into the whole arm if you want to. And imagine it's getting longer as you spiral clockwise. And then we're going to take that in anti-clockwise, and imagine as you're going anti-clockwise, spiraling, not just in that wrist, but the whole arm is coming down and returning to the start point. Beautiful. The inhale is lifting those fingertips to the ceiling. It's effortless, like a little kind of something floating. And then very vine-like this arm, we're rotating it again clockwise, watching the hand, looking at it with our eyes. And imagine it's getting longer and longer. Maybe it's lifting the body up slightly. Yeah, let that spiral come into the arm. What happens? It's coming right into the shoulder. Might be less pronounced up in the upper arm. And then we go the other way, so anti-clockwise. And imagine it's retreating, it's coming back, it's getting shorter, and it's coming back to the start. Place the hands on the ground, press into the ground. Push yourself up into a ragdoll. Knees are bent, legs are strong. Let your body hang. Whole body from the hips to the fingertips. Let that hang forwards, and then head. Relax the neck. Breathe deeply. So releasing breath is in through the nostrils, out through the mouth. Let it go. Let it go. Let go of the tension. You may have gathered in your spine during the course of the day. Have a little bit of a movement from the right to the left. Have a little sway, shifting the weight from the right foot slowly over to the left foot. Try and do this slowly. You know, more slowly. The more we can feel into this, the more interesting it is. Feeling the shift of weight from the right to the left. And then let yourself be central, let yourself hang, and feel that impulse at the base of the spine pulling. But it's only at the base first of all, so let everything else hang. Keep the knees bent. And let that slowly as you can. Let's see how slowly we can do this. Each little vertebrae is getting its moment to wake up, to rise up, to create length in the whole of the spinal column, coming up to standing again. And we just roll the shoulders back a few times. Inhaling and exhaling. And as the shoulders roll, maybe the elbows will start lifting up and the whole arm is lifting up. And again, we've got these lovely wings, these angel wings, archangel wings. Inhaling and exhaling. Let the knees join in and bend a little bit. One more. And then we go forwards a little bit just to loosen those arms. Just the shoulders first of all. Let them be heavy, the arms. The tendency to want to lift here, but just let the shoulders do the work. Yeah, so they get a bit of, yeah, feel that in the body. And then let the elbows join in. And then let the whole arm start to rise up, let the knees bend. So we're really feeling spaciousness, the breath, the body expressing that breath, feeling these wings. Good. And just let the arms swing at your sides. Just feeling the length of the arms. Then we'll return back to the front of the mat. And we're going to come into Warrior One, Virabhadrasana 1. We're going to step backwards into this posture. So feet are about hips width apart, weight on the left foot. We step back with the right. Big step. How does that step back feel? You can always make it a bit wide. If you want to shuffle the foot back, you can do that. But try and get the feet pointing fairly forwards. So we really want to get that right hip pressing forwards. So that strength in the right buttock will help that. And take the left hip back. Again, the left buttock will pull that back. And also the hip flexor. Ground that right heel down if you can. Inhale, lift the arms up. The palms are facing each other above the head. Keep the arms back away out of your line of vision. So we're going directly upwards. Up by the ears. Inhale. Then as you exhale, you're bending into that left knee. As that left knee is going forward, see if you can do the equal emphasis pressing into that right heel. This will keep you very stable and strong. All the time thinking about the position of your hips. Also checking to see that you're not creating too much of a bend in the back here. We want to try and minimize that. So it requires strong belly. This is why this posture's got so much going on. And also, really pointing that tailbone back. So these two areas are holding like a band around the middle, holding and supporting each other, mutually supportive. And if you feel you want to test your balance a bit, we'll just look up at the space between the hands. This helps to elevate and lift the chest, lengthen the whole body. Breathe deeply. All the time, taking your attention around the body, noticing all these details, feeling the evenness of weight between the right and left foot. Breathe deeply. Use the inhale to come up now. Exhale, lower the arms down slowly. And we're going to come into a forward bend over this left leg. You can hold your back if you feel you need extra support, or inhale, extend. And exhaling, coming forward, bend that left knee slightly as you come into this. Make contact with the ground. Whatever you need to do that, whether you need to put something on the ground or if you need to bend that left knee, that's fine. Make sure you're stable there. And then we're going to lengthen the left leg. Lengthening. So you'll feel your big toe of your left foot press into the ground and the left sitting bone reaching up to the ceiling behind you. Lengthening, pushing or extending the space between these 2 points of focus. Let's feel that length you're creating in this left leg. Breathe into it. Breathe. The right leg is still stable and strong. Let the body relax down to the left leg a little bit. Breathe deeply. And then we're going to bend that left knee. Walk the hands up the leg, make it nice and easy for yourself. And then step forward with the right foot, to the back to the front of the mat. Yeah, let's give ourselves another little wriggle of the legs. Just reset the legs. Yeah. Okay. Put the weight onto the right foot, a big step back with the left foot. Big step for Warrior One, Virabhadrasana 1. Just get the feet in a good position. You might want to widen the stance, of course. Right hip back, really keep that back. So that really requires that strength in the right thigh, actually more than the hip there. And the left hip pushing forwards. So that's the strength in that left buttock there. And pushing into the left heel. Inhaling, lift the arms above your head. Keep a bit of space between the hands, about the size of a football. Keep the shoulders down away from the ears. Inhale. Lengthen through the body. Exhale, bending into that right knee, pushing into that left heel. So we've got this dynamic. They're moving away from each other. All the time, that right hip is coming back, left hip coming forward. Look up at the space between the hands. See how that is? If that's okay for you, stay with that. Breathe. So right into the fingers, they're extending towards the ceiling. It's not just holding the arms here, kind of any old how. It's really extending the arms up, but keeping the shoulders down away from the ears. So we're extending through the elbows, right into the fingertips. beyond the fingertips. Be aware of your center, the belly and the lower back playing together, moving together, supporting each other. Breathe deeply. Come up on the inhale, lower the arms on the exhale. Now we're going to come into this forward bend. Just soften the knees slightly. We're not really bending it, but just softening it. Hold the back or inhale, extend. Exhale, coming down over that right leg now. Making connection with the ground. And then we're pressing the big toe into the ground. And then the right sitting bone is going back and up away from you, up to the ceiling. Creating space and length in the right leg. Breathe. As you breathe in, really feel that spaciousness coming into particularly the back of the right thigh. Noticing what parts of the body are feeling this. Where is the tension? Where is the tension? Where is there not tension? Constantly being interested and curious in your experience as it is, rather than how we want it to be. Right. And then just bend into the right knee, walk the hands up the leg. Step forwards, left foot. Oh, yeah. Good. Give the legs a little bit of a wriggle. Knees. Let's have the hips as well. Let's have the shoulders as well. Let's give it all a shake up. Yeah. Good. Releasing all that tension. Okay. We're going to do a little balance now. So that was quite a strong, energized posture. So we're going to do something more balanced and slower and softer as a counter. So heron balance. So placing the weight on the left foot, making sure you're not gripping with the left toes. Focus your eyes on something. Breathing in, we're lifting the right knee and lifting the hands up. We're stretching those arms up, bringing the fingers together. And then exhaling, the arms are coming down. And the right leg is slowly coming down. See if you can control that movement, keep it smooth and steady. Shift the weight. You see the right foot goes down and we're inhaling and the left knee is going up. And the exhale, the arms are coming down, the left knee is coming down slowly. Shift the weight. Just enjoy. Try and keep the movement smooth, even and steady. Bring the hands together and lowering the leg down. You can always bring the fingers together here as well to create this lovely circle. Don't forget to lift the knee really high as you're lifting the hands high and then lowering down slowly, meeting the ground, fingertips touch. Shift the weight. Good. This is a great practice. Good practice for the mind. Good mind conditioning. Or deconditioning, if you like. You know, we're all dealing with a conditioned mind and also known as the ego. You could see the conditioned mind as the ego. And we're in the process of kind of deconditioning it or dealing with that conditioning in some shape or form. So noticing that, breathing in, and giving the mind something to do, giving it a very focused practice, noticing when it's wandering off, noticing all those thoughts. But we don't need to act upon them. Let's go one more each side. Just noticing fingertips touch, strong stretch up, lifting with the left knee, lowering down, breathing in and out through the nostrils. One more, lifting the right and lowering down. Actually, we need to do one more because we started on that one, I think. There's always one more. Yeah, that's right. That feels better. Okay. And we'll just come into a lovely twist again, just to free that all up. So feet are about shoulder width apart and just turning on our center, feeling the feet on the ground, just enjoying the arms, the freedom of the arms. They're just not doing anything. They're just being moved by the rest of the body, bending into the knees. Breathe, yeah. Okay, let the arms come to a stillness. Why not give ourselves a little energy boost here? Pummel the lower back with backs of the hands. Breathe. Make sound. You want to get more emphasis, you can just bend the knees and just bend forwards a little bit. We want to get into there. Whoa, yeah. And then taking the knuckles either side of the lower spine. Just raising them up. Like drawing the energy that we've woken up, we're taking it up the spine. We're trying to get it right up the spine. Just feel that little tingle. And then we'll take the hands to the front of the hips. Up. And taking those fingers, stiff fingers, all over the whole chest area. Just stimulating all those particular energy points in the chest. Let the sound out, in the sternum, yeah, it feels good. I'm gonna rub the hip, rub the ribs a little bit. Yeah, and then we just give ourselves a little hug. Take the hands, actually try and get the hands underneath the armpits so you can see the thumbs are free. We're just holding ourselves a little bit. Just feeling that breath. Good. Good for just releasing the emotions here. Inhale and then exhale, let the arms drop down. Good. Okay. We're going to come into some half sun salutes. So you're standing, feet hips width apart, parallel. And we're going to come into the half sun salutes. So let's go. Inhaling, reaching up, hands are meeting, looking up. Exhaling, knees are bending, fingertips are touching the ground, looking at the ground, looking at the space between the big toes. Now look forwards, take the hands to the knees or just below the knees, open the chest, and then forward bend, keeping the legs straight now. Bend the knees so you've got the power to push up through the legs, reaching up on the inhale, and exhaling, bring the arms down. Good. Inhaling all the way up, look up. Stretch up, exhale, bend the knees, fingertips touch the ground. You'll feel your abdominals, you feel your thighs, you feel your back, and then inhale, chest opening, take the shoulders back, look forwards, exhale, forward bend. Bend the knees a lot, inhaling all the way up. See, once you've got this little sequence in your pocket, so to speak, you know, you can do this anytime. Even if it's just one of them, it's going to make a difference. Inhale, exhale, bend the knees, but doing it mindfully. Inhale all the way up, exhale, forward bend. The great thing about this as well is you don't need a mat because you're only really standing on one spot. You don't need to, you know, really have anything for your hands to go on. You can do this outside. Great thing, particularly this time of year when it's still just about okay to go practice outside, you know. But actually you could do it all the time if you're really strong. Coming up, sorry, I missed one there. Exhaling, bend the knees, inhale all the way up. Get your bare feet on the earth and do some little half sun salutes. It's really good. Breathing in the morning. Freshness, bend the knees, fingertips touch the ground. Inhaling and exhaling, straight legs, hands looking at the toes. Bend the knees, lift your eyes to the ceiling. Lift your hands to the ceiling. Exhaling, lower the arms down. Let's do two more of these. Inhale. Strong inhale. Exhaling, bend the knees, strong belly. Fingertips touch the ground. Inhale, look forwards, open the chest, take the shoulders back. Exhale, forward bend. Bend the knees, push up through the feet. Inhale, look up, exhale, arms come down. Last one. Inhale, stretch up to the ceiling. Exhale, take the chest forwards, dive down, fingertips. Straighten the legs, the back, and the arms. Look forwards, open the chest. Exhale, forward bend. Straight legs, bend the knees. Push up, last time. Inhale, exhale. Good. Just bring your hands to prayer position for a moment. Just checking your feet. Our hips width apart and parallel. Lift the toes, place them down. And lift the heels and place them down. Just feel a sense of balance between the feet. Close your eyes for a moment. Picking the hands together. Lifting the chest as if the chest wants to meet the hands and taking the shoulders down away from the ears. You see this movement? Yeah. Back of the neck is long and you'll feel your abdominals getting nice and stretched there. Also thinking not about bracing the knees back. Often when we think about Tadasana or standing tall, this happens and we want to soften that. So we feel much more of a sense of this middle section, pointing the tailbone down, strong in the belly, thighs engaged, kneecaps almost lifting up. Good. Feel the crown is lifting up to the universe and the feet, the roots going down from the soles of the feet into the center of the earth. So really feel that sense. Close your eyes so you can feel it all the more. Feel your breath. Deepen your breath. Really feel it in this powerful Anjali Tadasana position. Tadasana, the mountain. Anjali is this mudra with the hands together, the prayer position. Beautiful. Anjali Tadasana. Very fitting with our oracle card today. You can do it. You're the mountain. You're the center of your universe. And with the Anjali, the angels. So, Archangel Michael. You can call on that power within and all around us, that power. The ground, the earth beneath us. And just feeling the breath moving in the body. Noticing if you are feeling grounded, noticing all the shifts, all the movements of the feet, just by standing. Good. We'll just let the hands drop. Notice how that feels. Okay. We're going to do a little bit more moving and breathing with the intention of gratitude. So we start with the hands here, gently, but pressing together evenly. Inhale. Exhale, fingers pointing to the ground. Looking down. Then we let the eyes follow to see the hands meet at the top, inhaling. And then the exhale, the hands are coming down. So we're just drawing this line down through the center to the earth. Inhaling. Heaven and earth, sun and moon, mother, father, masculine, feminine, dark and light. All these ideas, these dualities, which help us to understand and perceive the oneness of everything. So we're drawing this circle to symbolize the oneness, the wonder of the oneness, and we are grateful for that. So this is where we come through that heart to the earth. What do I feel grateful for today? What is the earth given me? What has the world given me? And we're just feeling that. Inhaling all the way up. And just allowing ourselves to feel and acknowledge what I feel grateful for, what I appreciate today in my life, in my body, in my relationships, in everything. Yeah. My own mind even, my abilities, and my desires. One last one, breathing in, taking the hands together, and letting them rest at the heart center. Close the eyes a moment, and just take a moment to check in with yourself, feel your heart space. And with the new moon coming tomorrow, just noticing what is in the heart, what are the seeds that you want to plant in this heart? What is this heart, this ground, this landscape, this garden, if you like, this place? Yeah. Good. And then we're just going to drop the hands down. And we're going to come down to the ground. We're going to come down in a forward bend. So we're going to breathe, just checking the feet again. Let's just check the feet again. Why not? Lift the toes up, place them down. Lift the heels up, place them down. Get that connection with the earth. Inhaling, reaching up with the hands, or hold the back if you want more support. And we're coming into a forward bend. So immediately, as soon as you're coming into that forward bend, belly is strong to support the back. Coming down to the earth, meeting the ground, or placing something on the ground so you have that connection. You might want to bend the knees to begin with. Come up on the fingertips, look forwards. Lift the chest forwards as if it wants to look and see what's there. And then forward bending. Coming into that forward bend. The heart is wanting to come down to the ground, to that space between the big toes. Breathe. Maybe do that again, come up on the fingertips again, inhale and exhale. Go a little deeper on that exhale. See one more of those. Coming up on the fingertips, breathing in. Taking the body away from the legs and then breathing out, seeing if you can take that chest down towards the ground. Is there a bit more space the body is giving you? And then come up on the fingertips again, breathe in, put the weight onto the left foot. We send that right foot back in a big lunge. Come into this lunge position by bending the left knee, resting both hands on the ground, either side of the left foot, really pushing that right heel back and taking the chest forwards, looking forwards there if you can. A nice strong back. And then we're going to bring the right knee down. I'm not going to stay there too long. This is where we want to get to, this crescent moon. New moon, breathing in, lift the arms up, bring the hands together. Take the hands back as you exhale, and then take the hips forwards, exhaling. And then we're just going to breathe. You can look up at the ceiling, or you can look forwards. This is going to be a bit more, this is going to encourage that lengthening on the front of the body, looking up at the ceiling, and also test your balance a little bit. So you're pressing that left foot into the ground. You're also pressing, your knee will be in contact and probably the top of the foot as well. So feel that, and feel that support you're getting from those parts. And then we're going to bring the hands down either side. And we're going to just tuck that right toe under, lift the right knee off the ground, send the left foot back into plank. So checking the chest is above the hands so that your back is nice and straight rather than the bottom being in the air. Keep the space across the front of the shoulders, across the chest. And then either bring the knees down and lower down, or lower your body down with strength in your arms. Rest on the side of the head. Rest the backs of the arms on the ground. Just let go for a second. Just breathe. Maybe have a little rock side to side just to ease out. Have a little rock. Rocking the body side to side. Breathe out through the mouth. Just release. Yeah. Bring them forward to the ground. Simple back bend, bring the legs together. Use the inhale to lift the nose, the chin, the chest off the ground. Lift the arms and lift the legs. So we're going to this kind of flying position. It's a kind of version of the locust, I think, probably, or it's a bit like a build up to the bow. Breathing. Keep expanding the front of the body as you breathe in and out. Don't hold your breath. And smile, release the tension. One more breath in, lower down, rest on the other side of the head. And let go of the shoulders. Breathe into the nostrils, sigh out through the mouth. Yeah. Just feel that release happening in the neck. Good. Now bringing the hands either side, pressing into the hands, and then walking the hands back as you sit back into the pose of the swan. Again, with these wings, lots of wings happening. Imagine this is a lovely wing here, coming from the fingertips. And bring the forehead to the ground, extend the fingers forwards. Breathe into that back. Release by lengthening the back, feeling the back of the shoulders expanding, the armpits. Spread the fingers wide now. We're going to come up into downward dog for a moment. Just it's actually going to feel, hopefully, it's going to feel like a good release as well. So come up onto all fours, tuck the toes under, inhaling, exhaling, lift the knees off the ground, coming into down dog. Just seeing how that feels. If it's feeling too much for the backs of the thighs, the hamstrings, just have the heels slightly lifted, however much you need to, but try and feel the main emphasis really, I think, should be on the spine, from the fingertips to the base of the spine. Try and focus on that. Don't worry too much about the backs of the legs initially. And create space between the shoulder blades. Keep the tummy tucked in, breathe into the chest. Good. Now we're going to take the gaze towards the hands, because we're going to take a step forward with the right foot. So we're going to come into lunge on the other side. So put the weight onto the left hand, left foot, take a step forward with the right. And however you can manage, if you can do it in one step, that's great. But otherwise, just find yourself in this position, in this lunge again. You're going to have that left foot quite far back. Otherwise, this is going to happen. And we can't get this length, and we're not going to get this expansion across the groin. You have got the support of the body here resting on the thigh and the support of the ground here. Bring the left knee down now into the crescent moon. Breathing in, lift the arms up, bring the hands together. As you exhale, the hands are coming back and the hips are coming forwards. You can look up at the ceiling, pressing into that right foot, but also pressing into the left knee and the top of the left foot. So we're getting that evenness, that balance. Sometimes it can feel a bit wobbly. Breathe. Deep breaths. Feel the newness, the freshness of this position. And then we bring the hands either side, and then we tuck the left toe under, put the weight onto the right foot, the right hand, and just step forward with the left. And then we're going to come sit down, catch ourselves. So find your way to coming into sitting position. Bounce the knees up and down a little bit. And we're going to lie down now because it's time to lie down at last. Now, we haven't laid down yet, so we're going to have a bit of a longer lie down. Stretch the fingers towards the toes. Let's see if we can just use a bit more attention on these abdominals. Very important. They get a lot. They should get, I would say, it's important to do something for your abdominals every day. They do need some effort, and they're obviously really important to support the back. Breathing in and out all the time, and then lowering down and letting go of everything. Let the arms fall out to the side. Just really enjoy. Yeah. Appreciate yourself, what you've done. You can do it. You have done it. Well done. Appreciating yourself here now. Appreciating your body, the ground, feeling the temperature of the body. How does it feel? Breathe in through nostrils again and out through the mouth. Yeah. Breathe in. As you breathe out, press the back into the ground, draw the knees up, and let's just release the back a little bit. Have a rock and roll side to side, releasing the back. Breathing in and out through the nostrils. Yeah, just enjoying that release. And let's draw some circles as well. So you're placing a hand on top of each kneecap. Keep the knees together. They're just kind of one big knee. Inhaling, taking the knees away. Exhaling, drawing the knees in. So the knees are keeping contact. Good. Inhaling. Exhaling as you bring the knees in. Inhaling and exhaling. Taking your time. Slowing the movement down. We change direction. Inhaling, knees going away from you. Exhaling, drawing the knees in. Inhaling and exhaling. Good. Just a couple more circles. Inhaling and exhaling. Good. And then we just hug the knees in. Extend the heels up to the ceiling, extend the fingers up to the ceiling. Let's just flex these joints, flex the wrists and the ankles at the same time, seeing what is the range of movement there. Breathing with that, back and forth, flexing the wrists and the ankles, and then hug the knees again. Let's just bring our attention into our hips. So we're having one hand on top of each kneecap. Inhaling, taking the knees away. Exhaling, the knees fall away from each other and come back into the body. Always so good, this very simple releasing of the hips here. And also attuning us with our breath, bringing us into communion with our breath. And we can even close your eyes doing this, inhaling and exhaling. Let's think of this as the transition from the more active into the slowing, into the relaxed. But noticing how the activating, balancing and engaging makes one better able to relax, to soften, in contrast, and then also release. Inhaling, exhaling. Sometimes the more energetic helps to release that tension as well, before we can properly soften and let go on a deeper level. Change direction, so we're keeping the knees together but away. Inhale, exhaling, drawing the knees in. We're just taking a bit of time on this softening. Inhaling and exhaling. Yeah, just enjoying the movement, noticing how the body is responding, noticing if it's just releasing a little bit more, feeling how it feels in the back of the pelvis, how does it feel in the legs, how does it feel in the hips, in the abdominals, you know, what parts are being impacted here. In the breath, how is your mind? How is your mind handling that? And then hug the knees again. Place the soles of the feet on the ground. Slide the legs away. We're just going to give ourselves, after we've been crunched up for a while, we're going to give ourselves a good expansion. Extend the fingers, hips away from the toes. Breathe into the length of the body. Breathe out. And let's just, again, engage with the front and the back of the body. Breathing in, point the toes. Breathing out, push the heels away. So breathing in, point the toes. Breathing out, push the heels away. Breathing in and out through the nostrils, don't forget. Just feeling this. Enjoying. Feeling your body, feeling the ground, you know, the physicality, the physicality of being in this body, experiencing this body. Your ground, your earth. Good. Let the legs go. Soften the elbows there, let the arms rest on the ground comfortably with no strain whatsoever. Now inhaling through the nostrils, exhaling also through the nostrils, but lifting the fingers up to the ceiling and moving the arms through space as you exhale. No, I definitely recommend closing the eyes for this. As the inhale, the arms come up, slow and steady. See if you can really steady this movement. Try and keep it as smooth and even. There's no kind of stops. There's also not any kind of big movements. It's just smooth, steady pace. Like a steady stream of oil. Think about your breath and the movement of your body following your breath. Like a steady stream of oil, trickling from an oil can. Steady stream. And notice when we really focus on that coordination and that steadiness, how does the mind respond to that? Does the mind fall easily into line with that? Does it kind of want to get away? Does it start to want to, or does your attention start to want to pull? The mind start wanting to pull the attention away. Notice that. When you notice that, that's your awareness, and that's good. So every time you notice your mind has wandered off, it's good. It's good. It means that you're becoming more aware of that happening. It's not necessarily happening more just because you've noticed it. It's just you become aware of it. The unconditioned mind's often constantly distracted, not even aware that it's distracted and jumping all over the place. Being caught and captured continually by one thing after another. So I know when we step back and we start practicing our yoga, our meditation, our contemplation, mindfulness, whatever it is, that we start noticing quite how conditioned the mind is and quite how distracted we are and quite how modern life encourages this, all of this distraction. Letting the arms rest by the sides. Okay, let's just take a moment to let the arms flop out to the sides. Lengthen the back of the neck. We're going to come into Shavasana. We're going to come into our relaxation. So you need to put any warmer things on to keep you from being distracted, keep you relaxed in this moment. Just a few minutes, then please do so. We're going to enjoy this relaxation and give ourselves to the relaxation fully. It's just as important. This is the reward at the end. Just let yourself rest there. Close your eyes. Make sure you're comfortable and warm enough. Acknowledge yourself for your practice. Notice that. Notice what was difficult, what was easy. Noticing how your mind feels now. Noticing the impact of your yoga practice on your whole self. Acknowledging that, acknowledging yourself. And just letting your breath flow in and out through the nostrils. Breath coming in and breath going out. Easy and natural. Just feeling the ground of your body laying on the ground. The ground of your body laying on the ground. Body like a landscape. Body like a horizon. Settling and softening. Body is softening. Mind is softening. Feel the breath moving softly. In and out through the nostrils. Breath coming in. And breath going out. Softly. Breath is softening. Body is softening. Brain is softening. Give yourself to this softening. And so we keep this softness, keep maybe a little gentle bit of softness around us as we continue into the rest of our day. Take some time just to stretch on the ground, breathe in and out. Breathe a little deeper, maybe. Yeah, just feeling the body. Maybe hugging your knees, stretching on the ground, and finding your way to slowly move back to seated. Just slowly finding your way back to seated. Okay. Slowly moving back. Open your eyes. If they're not already open, looking around. Looking at yourself. As you look at yourself, maybe just enjoying this body. Feeling the surfaces. Oh, the heat of the hands. The touch of the hands, how that feels. Does it feel unusual? Or is it like comforting? Yeah, just feeling the body. Being grateful for this body. Really, truly grateful for this body, for this life, for this opportunity to be in a human body. And then we rub the palms together. Maybe create some heat and energy between the palms of the hands. I need an extra bit here today, my cold hands. And then place those hands on the heart. Returning back to the heart, noticing what is this garden of the heart like? What is the soil here like? Is it ripe for planting? And just breathing into that, giving that heart lots of breath, space. Your golden attention like the sun rays on this garden. And then we're going to plant this seed, the sankalpa. Your intention. Say your intention to yourself, your sankalpa. Say it a few times here. At least 3 times. And if you don't have anything coming to mind, or if you don't have a sankalpa, then I am loved. I am lovable. I am loving awareness. Could be a really good one. Namaste. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you for being here.